Hey folks, Phil Gallagher of ThrabenU back for another Monster Train run. Yesterday's run was very ridiculous and unlike anything that I've seen before. Let's play a Stygian Melting run, see if I can get my first win with them on Covenant 25. Grip, Cleanse, Seraph. Isn't the best. Crit Builder maybe puts us towards spell weakness at some point. Molded for burnout units. Permafrost. Plus Crypt Builder is a really good way to kill things if I pick spell weakness. Woo! I have no starting consume cards. Both of these are so good. Because I'm melting, these dregs that I'm starting off with are already free, so like the average earned ember cost of my deck is very low right now. This perhaps makes Crypt Breakers castable in a lot of situations where they otherwise wouldn't be castable. We are not offered spell weakness, so we'll probably take Chill Wind 1 and hope to end up with Chill Wind 2 and whatever the sweep one is called. Spikes and sweep seem to be the things that I'm most scared of as of right now. So this is a kind of a great example of what I'm talking about. Because our units are free or cheap, we can actually cast Crypt Builders, where normally that's not something that I get to do. Might be a little hard for us to get the Collector despite, depending on where it spawns. Do have another Train Steward coming, yes. So that blocks for Tethys. It's weird whether or not I Crypt Breaker here, because this unit getting through when it has like 55 health as of right now is kind of bad. I get to build up damage very quickly on the boss, so I might get to just kill the boss depending on what my draw looks like next turn. But if I don't draw enough tanking for Tethys, and this stuff gets to the pyre, it's very bad, but I don't get the gold if I don't take this risk. Alright, we will take a Train Steward next turn. And hopefully a drag as well. We molded Train Steward back and tank enough where this matters. Should have done this map. Well, I could still look at my cards. Alright. Step 1. Really? Step 2? Really? How is this going down? Attack for 5, attack for 5, hit once, attack for 5, kill. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. so we're taking 10 fire damage and are in bad shape for the rest of the fight. Crit Builder will bail us out if we draw one. Oh, JK, we can Molded Tethys, that helps a lot. Play this here, fire off 2 of those, and then we could have 2 Crit Builders in here. Alright, a little closer than I was expecting that fight to be. We need a good tank for Tethys. Wonder if I get to pick an Ice Tornado here. Need to upgrade a tank here. There's a lot of turns where I'm not gonna have a lot to do with energy. Possible I take Offering Token since I have double Crit Builder, but I also have the Forever Flame, which makes me not want to take this. I think I'm gonna take an Ice Tornado and hope that I get to upgrade it with lowered cost at some point. Until I have a very good burnout unit, and hopefully I don't have to go the burnout route at all. I think I skip all of this sort of stuff. We're looking to block with burnout units. Big Sludge is garbage, in my opinion. If it, like, taking up 3 space makes that unit pretty bad as, like, a tank. I think I'm taking Titan Sentry over Wickless Tycoon here. And trying to primarily be a Stygian-focused run. And then just hopefully get, like, an Engulfed in Smoke at some point. Getting a sweep unit here would be cool. Take another shark. And potentially going to Merchant of Steel here. I knew I was gonna get this. I would have just taken the ability to farm some gold. I don't get to re-roll this shop. And this shop is kind of a miss for us. Also gonna have like 2 defensive options that are going to fight for the same upgrades. I think that's okay. Like, maybe I do roll the shop here. But I think it's better to just... Alright, let's path this out. So, if I think I can last until floor 5 with my units as they are now, then I don't roll the shop and I save gold. Because, like, I would love this artifact, I would love to find some more offensive power here. I would love the remove and upgrading the Ice Tornado that I picked here. The other thing is that I have a Hell Vent that I might need to think about. I roll, I can't hit something like a large stone, which kind of sucks. I'm not pleased here. The incant armor one is okay. It's not great. But like stacking that on this, so it's incant gain armor 4 is acceptable. Okay. Plus 25 health on this is a great upgrade. Are we doubling down on this whole incant? Incant gain armor 5? I guess. That's not where I want to be, but if we get the artifact that doubles incant triggers, all of a sudden it looks pretty dumb. Spikes when Tethys is primarily our damage dealer. I might be able to do this anyway. By reforming Tethys, I have 2 Moldeds. I'm really tight on money, and I passed on my way to gain money. So I think this is fine. Would like Frostbite Shark to be on this floor as well, and just do almost everything on this floor. Let's play this here for collector reasons. You coward. I have a plan. I believe that I am going to stick to that plan. This gets me the collector. Need to cast stuff on this floor next turn so that, like, you're good. Molded for Tethys. Molded for Tethys again. Later. Yes. Play it. Frozen Lance, preserve the crit builder for boss reasons. Then let this Dreg take the hit instead. How many spikes is this? Spikes 3. It keeps this unit alive, technically. Alright. Mist molded this. I would love to hit this with Ice Tornado. Nice. So you're getting hit by this. The Dreg can kill you. Changes damage numbers a bit. Hey, you're getting through. That's okay. If you take a look at the Frostbite numbers that are on here, we've already killed this enemy effectively. Doing fine. These are expensive. Helical Crystallis is probably a good pickup. I do kind of want cheap spells, though, rather than big, hard-hitting spells, but, like, we're going to have large enemies to worry about later. I think we cool it on the molded. We have 2. Alright. So, in terms of upgrades, it's Titan Sentry that needs 1 upgrade. That probably means it's not worth going this way here, even though the Pyre Health would be nice. Get an artifact and take a look at another unit, because I basically have 1 really good tanky Tethys floor right now and nothing else. Don't have any Wax Snuffer synergy right now. This makes crit builders easier to summon. We'll take the Hell's Banners. Some spell weaknesses. Okay. I mean, the sweep is good. This is going to need an upgrade on floor 5. Well, we're at a bad amount of pyre health for that. I think we can take a little bit and take the gold. Doing okay. We just have to kind of hope that double barrel doesn't body us too much. It can spawn in some inconvenient ways. Speaking of inconvenient, not drawing a tank on turn 1 here is very inconvenient. There's no way where Icy Silophyte gets to live this turn. Does that mean I'm letting Icy Silophyte die? That seems kind of wrong. Does that mean I'm playing Icy Silophyte on top floor? That seems kind of wrong. Very awkward turn 1. Incredibly awkward, in fact. This being the small floor means that I can't put Tethys and 2 tanks there, and this is not safe for Tethys and 2 tanks. So this is double barrel. So I guess we're going Yah. Yah. Try to protect Tethys here. This is not the floor that I want to be making my stand on for frostbite reasons. Makes killing regular enemies harder, but we'll see what we can do. Alright. Am I doubling up on top floor or not? Titan Sentry on mid floor means that the Icy Silophyte actually gets to kill units like these. Like, the only unit I need to worry about is a unit like this, really. I have 6 energy this turn, so I get to play all of my cards as well. So I think that means that is going to happen no matter what, and it's just a question of, like, how am I playing the rest of this turn out? Feels like this is happening. Dampen damage on this floor one way or another. Is top floor just Frostbite City? And I played this here to try to keep things from doing damage to Titan Sentry. At this applies 10 Frostbite, so each turn cycle is 13 Frostbite to Daedalus. Probably ends up being okay, but not amazing. But this nukes a lot of smaller creatures. Yeah, we just want to cast some things this turn that let us get armor here. This tanks not quite everything, and whatever I play behind this also gets hit. I can also play this, and I guess I let this burn out as well. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I should have like played this unit on this floor versus on the top floor. Like, this is 22 incoming damage that I don't get a lot of say in. make this 14 up to 18. That doesn't save it from the bomb. That's fortunate. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Help me, Ice Tornado, you're my only hope. Fuck, Ice Tornado, that was like the literal worst way you could have done that turn. How do I soak up the most damage with Rain Steward? Results in this staying healthier, but more damage leaking through to my pyre. This ace is rough. This should be Daedalus spawning now. Alright. If I can molded back the guard, I guess. Guard is free. Play it here. I now molded back something else that will just burn out, just like a, I guess, this Train Steward. I do that to get free. I should have played that on the bottom floor, but it doesn't matter. Play this here, get more energy, so that I can Crypt Builder this creature, Frozen Lance this, Permafrost this Crypt Builder for later. Wanted to draw, you know, either one of these this turn. That's okay. How does math work? I can molded the Titan Sentry, and it lets at this get in at least 2 more hits. I imagine that. Sorry, Guard of the Unnamed. I imagine that doing that results in a kill. Yeah. Yeah, definitely could use a little more oomph as of right now. Horcross Effigy is a great boss killer. Gifts for a Guard also thins our deck, and like maybe gets us down to a more reasonable deck relatively quickly. I think we taking either one of these is totally fine. If I make my deck tiny, maybe I'm already very good at killing bosses, and this helps me get through the regular fight. I'll try Gift for a Guard. I mean, I do kind of need more tanks. I was hoping to duplicate, though. Even if I duplicate, I kind of still want more tanks, right? Like, I want 2 in front of Tethys. I want 1 in front of Icy Silophyte. And I still have, like, a whole nother floor to be thinking about. Yes. Card draw feels good with Hell's Banners. A 4 floor on spawning in the wrong place is really awkward for me, so capacity is also good. I think I'm gonna take the capacity. Just like my floor placement not being what I want it to feels really devastating right now. So many scenarios. Alright, I've been offered sweep. I think I need to take that here. And I think we're duplicating the Titan Sentry. We'll need to do upgrades on floor 5, but we were already planning on that anyway. Or maybe not getting to the Merchant of Magic that I really wanted. Armor 15. I am not all that good at killing right now, outside of Tethys' Frostbite. I am maybe supposed to pass on this challenge. Like, Weight of Contritions being added to the deck because I don't kill those back units is pretty bad. I guess Tethys hits 25, which kills the back units. Maybe we make this work. Feels risky. Do it. Yeah, so this is exactly why I took capacity upgrade, by the way. Because if this was a 4 floor, I couldn't put a Titan Sentry and my other Shark on the same floor, which is really a big deal right now. You just, like, go get a Collector, maybe? Really bad at those 50-50 shots. This is not the guard that I want to play on this floor. I like to play the better guard on this floor. Let's do that. Get my bonus energy yet? No. Let's do that. Ice Tornado here. Significantly weaken some things. I guess you can just take some armor. That's, like, absolutely relevant. And block for me. Alright. So this guard goes here. Dual gifts for a guard. Consume my moldeds, huh? I guess. Haven't drawn Icy Silophyte or Titan Sentry yet. So just mathing this out. So this is at 55. It's currently taking 14 and going to 41. On the floor above, it takes 10 damage plus another 8 from Frostbite, leaving it at 23. This will murder that unit. I am okay with transforming this into some armor. I am okay. This doesn't die this turn. I put this in front. Dark plus Cold Kylia here next turn? Likely? If, like, stuff's not getting through to kill these. Maybe I just let this larger dreg burn out on a top floor. I don't think I need this fight. Let's just turn that into some armor. Let's let another dreg burn out here, and this dreg will die to an attack. We'll play that there. And we're good. Okay. I don't get bonus energy this turn. Nuke this unit with Crypt Builder is fine. Then go to this floor, play this on this Crypt Builder. Then I don't accidentally consume it with gifts for a guard later. You come here. I want more armor on this floor. I'll redraw a Crypt Builder. Let's save some life. Yeah, everyone's dead. Make them more dead. Made them more dead. I'm very much concerned about my DPS. Mollis Mage and Cuddle Hex do things. I probably have room for them. The mages make Yokel Crystallis and Ice Tornado notably better. Frozen is okay. Rain is fine as well. There's another way to like buy a little bit of extra health. Drain might be better than Mollusk Mage. Mollusk Mage represents 14 or 21 damage on my multi-hitting spells though. And also potentially gives me energy via Hell's Banner. Take the drain. Nope. 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 We're very Stygian clan focused right now. Alright, I think I have unit upgrades I wanted, right? Like, I just need to buff this defensively, this offensively, and hopefully these defensively as well. A lot to ask for. Okay, quick sweep. Quick sweep is great. At 6, is that enough to do what I want it to do? Probably. It's not the plus 10 that we want, but we don't want to miss on the plus 10 and not have plus damage on this. Large stone. I will large stone one of these. We have the capacity to make that work. I will plus 10 health other one of these, I think. Yeah, I need to plus 10 health of this. So next floor, I have a decent amount of gold. I could buy a trinket. Like buying and getting the incant trinket is kind of a big deal. I get a cavern event here as well. I think I like making these Titan sentries as beefy as possible. They're my like frontline tank that does damage. And then I throw some damage on this because I don't really expect to go to too many more of these. Goodbye Train Steward. Goodbye Train Steward. And given that we're going to a trinket shop next floor, and I think we beat this boss handily, I'm not going to urge any Train Stewards here. Plus 6 attack. Sweep unit. Sweep unit's real good at killing Tethys. Real good at killing my Guard of the Unnames as well. I think I'm going to pass on this trial. I don't like passing on trials, but I'm worried that this one might kill me when I feel like I'm okay positioned as this run goes longer. Quick sweep needs to go on this floor. Just not a question. I also need to play a tank on this floor, I think. I can do like Titan Sentry, Guard, Tethys on a floor. I lived through once. Maybe that I just like play Tethys on this floor. Like just play out this floor very heavily right now. So that I can reform Tethys as many times as possible. Play this up here to get a collector. Nice. We'll play this here. I'd probably play a bunch of Dregs top floor and Crypt Builder this. Let these things burn out before I need them. And treat this as armor on this floor. Weak units appear to be like every other floor as of right now. 2 different floors of sharks. Seems optimal. There's the big shark. There's the babby shark. Boy, I need some card draw, don't I? Those are my gifts for a guard. Here's my Tethys. Tell you that much. 29. No. Gives you rage. Playing this here doesn't do anything. Play this as a blocker here. Play this behind and still put Tethys there after this dies later. How are we going up here? I can play enough units to give me bonus energy. Nice. I think armor here. Yeah, we probably make some things work with this. So this can live here. Would just die, huh? But I guess if I do this, that gives me bonus energy, which I can then use to kill you. And I can kill you. I can do this. I can permafrost this drain for the boss. And drain is very silly versus this boss. Alright, so we bring back Tethys. Get Frostbite. Step 1 complete. Step 2, cast Helical Crystallis. I guess we could have like molded. No, we were out of space. Tap that. Frostbite is very strong. Although, admittedly, I expected to do more. Oh, never mind. I forgot we took Spell Weakness the first time around so that we have Sweep. That's why the numbers weren't stacking up as quickly as I expected them to. This is good, this is good, this is good. Siren Song is probably very good with the Frostbite that we are building up. And it's something that I can permafrost to my hand. I go ahead and take that. Yes. Like Indulgence. Very, very, very much. Thank you. Alright. I want the greatest look at number of artifacts, plus gold, plus cavern event, or I value just getting an artifact and this being dead and this being great. I think I'd probably go left. Let's look at our cavern event. Get a couple of big spells. I don't have any energy with this right now. I don't want more bad cards in my deck when I already feel like I need more card draw. This is not crazy given the energy that I have, but I'm already hurting for relevant plays. I have more Ember than I know what to do with. Am I going to another Concealed Cavern event to try to high roll this? Probably duplicate my Holdovers spell. Or sorry, I probably duplicate my Engulfed Smoke next floor. Or I try to go to Merchant of Magic and put like Holdover on something and then try to duplicate it on 8. Probably better. These are big, heavy-hitting cards, but like they purged and they're removed for the rest of the run. I get offered another light event. Having Ember Stasis is very good. Also helps me kill some large enemies that I might have trouble killing right now. I think I'd take this, but I don't think it's insane. If we get like the Dave event, this becomes very good. Alright, I don't think this is good. I don't think this is amazing. I don't think this is worth it. I think I'm going to re-roll this shop, because there's like some that are just very good for us. Wouldn't call Firewall very good, but it's good. Like some stuff's probably slipping through during this next fight, and that helps protect a resource. I don't have a Driftfall to make this good. Ethos' Scales is okay. I think I'm gonna try to spend big on this Merchant of Magic though, because I think I beat Fel. Fel Shield kind of sucks for me because I'm not actually very good at killing things other than with Frostbite. At least bottom floor wasn't small. I'm not sure that I want to sweep all of this stuff and give this statue bonus stats right now. Because this has quick specifically. I think I want to set up a tank here plus Ethos. Play this here for future reasons. Play this up here where I hope it dies. Play this down here for armor. Draw shark. Not the shark I wanted. Shark I'm getting. I wanted the 3-slot shark here. Could also play this and try to spam a whole bunch of stuff on this floor, but I don't think so. Man, I really need something to get through and kill this train steward for later, though. Thing at a time, though. I can't ascend you. I can play this for armor. Are we purging? This stuff's getting through. It is relevant that I get this out of the way. Get this out of the way when it comes to Fel. Yeah. Maybe we do that. Just get a little bit of armor. I give you armor too. Everyone gets armor. This. Good. Alright. Titan Sentry goes here. A dreg behind is fine. There's so stealthy. And I don't want to give you 2 bonus armor. Let's take some armor here. Okay, let this burn out, right? Out of primary creatures. Yes. Burn out. Yeah, I really foresee us having trouble with the high HP units later on. Which floor for Helical Crystallis? This floor represents a lot of threat. Probably this one. Alright, you're slipping through. Guess I build up armor here to protect Tethys. I need Tethys hitting Fel a decent amount. Play this here. Play this here. Do this. Tap you or you. Tap you. You're not killing that statue on the top floor. Alright, let's get some energy. Go gifts for a guard here. Ooh, a free ice tornado is kind of clutch. How many spell shield do you have? Yeah, you have spell shield 4. This for 40, so one of these hitting this results in that unit dying. Hit for 26. So this kills you. This kills you. This severely weakens you. Do I save this ice tornado, or do I try to protect the pyre here? One hit here saves me life. I think that's enough to try. Excuse me, YouTube, while I mourn the loss of 12 fire health. You know, maybe I'm not all that bad at killing these big things once I get going. Stealth matter more, or does murdering units matter more? Probably murdering one of the units. I think I do take the hit for 100 here. Save the life on this. This is relatively weak. That's mean. Then save the engulfed in smoke for next turn. I believe Lightning L is coming out. Didn't want to draw this train. So like, this play is obligatory, which means train is worse. Now I gifts for a guard and try to get a crypt builder that's free. They've succeeded. So this is worth armor. This is worth a decent amount of damage. Molded would allow me to kill a statue this turn. And I just, like, do it on a train steward so it burns out immediately. That leaves me with one molded for Tethys, which I'm not going to need because this fight's over. So why am I thinking so hard about it? Shoutouts to the train steward on the top floor, who is still alive, by the way. Like, despite the odds. No. Too late. Questionable. But probably good enough. If I take this, like maybe I take Ember, I'm getting worse at using Hell's Banner. Also like so good to hit off of gifts. Yeah, I'll take this. I really do want card draw though. I think card draw matters too much. I am more confident about us killing Seraph than I am about us making it through, like, the waves leading up to Seraph. Are we shooting for holdover engulf in smoke? Or do we just want to, like, duplicate it, get an artifact, and have a very good Merchant of Magic on the final floor? I have train stewards in my deck I need to remove as well. Getting a Blight event here is so good that I think I'm going to try to go left. Go in two, please. Yeah, I need a larger Frostbite number here. Alright, plus 10 magic power probably goes to something like Ancient Synergy, Ice Tornado, or Helical Crystallis. Let's do it to the most castable of these. Go minus cost on Ancient Synergy. Roll the shop. Permafrost. Unmolded is okay, but probably not worth that amount of gold. Let's treat this as a removal for a Frozen Lance. Let's make Ancient Synergy very cheap. Purge? Purging Train Steward seems good, but let's go to this first. I am not healing at all. Adding health to these guards before they get going is nice. Letting Tethys survive sweep units is nice. Now let's go Petrify Heart. And I think this is... probably going this way next time. Try to hit holdover engulfed in smoke again. Like, I might duplicate it, but this Merchant of Steel isn't good for me. Do at least one removal here. The second one I can make the decision about next. No, I don't want this in my deck for the Seraphite. Let's put that. And if I end up going left, there's still stuff I want. We're just gonna hope that we can take this challenge. I really need the money. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Not all that great at killing things quickly. I do not think that I win the run without taking this bonus gold. I think this gold is very important to my success for winning. So I'm pretty confident that I win this fight without taking this challenge. And I'm unsure if I win this fight doing this now, but we will find out. This quick. 5, 10, 15, 33 incoming. Good God. Is this a fine use of that card? I just like set up a better floor. Elsewhere, like set up a double incant floor. Plus 6 slots. And this other one's large stone, so it's 3. Man, I really wanted some turn 1 spells. To like clear some of this stuff out before I played units, but this is the timeline that I'm living in. I guess our waves matter here. So this is Circle 7. What are these called? They're Wilt Wings. The next time there's a Dark Wing and 2 Wilt Wings. I would really like this to like just barely live so that I can sweep out the small units again next time. I can't do that by playing a Dreg. Or can I? So Dreg blocks 5. Then I take 5 and 28. Dreg keeps us alive. Dreg keeps us... Oh, you are heartless as well. How convenient. Okay. So that floor is solved for the time being. Now... it's a question of how am I setting up the other floors. I think I want like 3, 2, 1 on this floor. Which would mean like... this, 6 ways to death. Weird turn 1. That engulfed in smoke is great. That's gonna go on floor 1. Pushing that to the back is right. That changes nothing here. Well, I'm not taking any damage on this here? For real? Yeah, everything goes on this drag. Wow. Maybe I engulf and smoke on floor 2 then. Not the plan, but... Oh, that actually cost me damage because of frostbite. Whatever. It's probably fine. We'll figure out whether it's fine. Cold Kylia, doing work. Try to play some dregs in front of you to make you survive as well. Yeah, so we go dreg, molded, dreg, get bonus energy, use bonus energy to crit builder this so that it dies. Then frozen lance this so that it dies. Then take some bonus armor on this floor. Okay, we're doing much better at this challenge than I expected to be doing. I very much underestimated how good the Petrified Heart was going to be in helping me get through this fight. Let's gifts and see what happens. This ancient synergy is very strong. I would really like to use that on the boss specifically. Don't know that I want to give you more armor by playing a dreg. I can reform Tethys on some turns and put Tethys up here again. Yeah, let's start chipping away at you. No, I can just like Ancient Synergy and just like kill this unit, all that good, and assume that I beat the boss. That allows me to play this drag out as a shield. That allows me to preserve this Siren's Song for the drain or later. Let's preserve the Siren's Song. That'll just kill this. Oh, we have another batch of fun. And no way to make the bonus energy this turn. Which is not the best. Feels like we're doing Helical Crystallis here. And Siren Songing here. And not playing a dreg. Things that are happening. Number one, Stealthy Voice. Number two, we're molding. We're boss spawn with stuff. I believe it spawns with 2 Wilt Wings, but this has burnout 1. I guess we just bring that back. Play it on the bottom floor, cast this for armor, cast this for armor, killing you. So this one... I guess technically I should cast Gifts for a guard first, because I might hit a free molded. No. Did not. Alright, so... Frozen Lance kills you. Frozen Lance kills you. Now my Molded can apply some spell weakness, I guess. One spell weakness, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. Not super great. I really wanted to cast a whole bunch of spells here. Needed that engulfed in smoke quite badly, and I don't have a way to draw it. I'm not going to do the math to figure out whether or not... I'm just going to play 2 spells and hope that the armor changes how many hits Tethys gets. That was a dramatic shift that I was not expecting. Very glad we took the challenge. Brain seems okay. It has some tension with my preserve card, but Brain's great. Crushing Demise is interesting. Not very good early in the fight, but once one of my floors has fallen, it's quite interesting. Just like very bad once we get into Seraph time. I think I'm gonna take this. There's gonna be a couple of setup turns where like I don't have my stuff together yet, where this is actively very good. Still really looking for something like Holdover Engulfed in Smoke to solidify this. Duplicating Ancient Synergy is also quite good. I can make a pretty thin deck. I go left. Gifts for a guard is maybe going to do some weird things this fight that I don't want it to do. But I think Ancient Synergy preserves enough health on my units that it's going to be worth going that way. Alright. I don't know why I'm looking at this like I don't really have units to upgrade, right? It's dregs. So this is the thing that I'm really looking at. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So Frostbite not decaying is gas. And I think... No, that probably doesn't stop the Seraph the Chase cleanse thing. That's probably not... Decay? I wonder if it is a decay ability. I should, like, watch that. That's important information for the future. Fire getting 40 health so I don't die to random enemies getting through is also gas. I think I'll take that. So now I remove some cards. Dregs are not great. Frozen Lances are not great, although gifts for a guard should consume those. The dregs kind of consume themselves. Weird. Let's still remove some... dregs. And then, like, aggressively reform the ones that I have, I guess. Duplicate that so I have some killing power, and so I'm not just dead in the water. And maybe make a super dreg. Yeah, the gifts is going to be, like, potentially my salvation or my undoing. We'll see. I would say 60% to win. There's my ballpark number that has no real meaning. Alright. Step 1. Give you 1 billion armor. Or not! You know, honestly, I'm pretty good with that. Boy, that's weird. I wanted to play Icy Xylophone on 1 to sweep all this small stuff out of the way. But if I sweep, you gain 45 armor. You're at 70 health. Is that fine? That might be fine because of how good sweep is in future turns. Is a Tethys on 1 scenario as well? I think so. Just try to, like, aggro floor 1 while leaving room for Tethys on other floors. So, do I have a 6 pip floor where I can put all 3 of my remaining units? I do. So I think I'm leaving the middle floor open for crushing demise reasons as of right now. Alright. Those are some heavy hits. Now I send you to the back. That results in everyone here being dead for 4 damage to me. But triple Ember Drain. Not the best. I can't double drain you. That just doesn't work. Oh no, draining you once reduces your attack by 6. So, okay, a sap is great. So we'll just go armor, armor, Crit Builder for armor, drain you, and now I don't get Ember Drained. Good turn. Alright, very happy with the setup that I have going on here. It appears that 401 is going to poop. I don't need to take 15 from you. I can kill you any number of other ways. Let's consume this so I don't redraw it. No. Actually, let's consume this here. More damage to that. I can regular Frozen Lance you. Then let's preserve this Crushing Demise to kill one of the Gilded Wings that's going to move up onto the next floor. Zap! Or zap. Alright. So just like you gotta go. Ancient Synergy just crushes this front unit. Not a kill though. 40, 80, 120. I get Ember Drained. Okay, most of the rest of this floor looks alright. Now we Crushing Demise one of those away. We play out this drag. This is worth armor up here. I know, there's no cards. Alright. This turn, I don't get a lot of agency in. It's alright. He was burning out. I'll do it like this. Oh, JK, there's my agency. Alright. What floor represents the most damage to fire? You're not getting through for much. It's probably not you. Similarly, wouldn't be getting through for much, but you'd hit this. I guess for the same amount as this. For boss time, the more spells that I play up here, the better. So I think I'm actually going to do this. Attack armor more. Tap this turn would be great, yeah. Bend all enemy units and dazed free. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Okay, let's figure out the rest. If I could sap you, I can also just kill you. This is 120, 40. This, we can probably deal with that floor next turn via Gifts for a Guard or Crypt Breaker, Crypt Builder, sorry. I would just, like, not want to get Ember Drained. I don't know, Ancient Synergy on this floor is pretty sick this turn, though, admittedly. A lot of damage carried through to that back unit. Alright, are we at boss time? Still not boss time. This all is okay. So, this is dying. Casting this here. Get back, my boy. Cast this here. Get back. Not quite my boy, but a little friend. Get bonus energy and use that to Crypt Builder this shield out of the way. Now, let's never draw this dead weight again. Let's just keep it in our hand. Okay. I want to play Engulfed in Smoke, worth a lot of damage. Would also like to cast Gifts for a Guard, so let's start there. Oh man. That was pretty good. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Am I worried about you getting through? Doesn't matter if you get through. You hitting this matters somewhat, but maybe the health is relevant. Let's see what the numbers look like when I do this. 960. I mean, this is a couple hundred damage. It also consumes. Yeah, let's save our health here. I think the frostbite that we're getting, plus 3 tanks on the top floor, means that I'm going to be A-okay. Molded Tethys twice. So I'm doing Molded, and I'm draining Syrup. So this has Burnout 1, so maybe it's just Titan Sentry. Play Titan Sentry, that's worth 15 more Frostbite. But Tethys is worth 22 Frostbite. And Spell Weakness. Alright, so now what am I permafrosting? Actually, the Drain is probably better next turn, right? The Drain's better next turn. Let's preserve Drain. I had Crypt Builder. I can Drain plus Crypt Builder. No. The Sap's so good next turn. And I think the armor is worth more than... I think the armor is worth more than... I didn't actually do anything, but you know. Oh yeah, okay. We can make this work. We don't have room for this. The question is, like, I just cast 3 spells here. The last of which is a sap. Oh, this is discard a card at random, not discard hand, so I can actually sap twice. Assuming that I don't discard my sap. Classic. Alright, let's call that good. Who needs offensive power when you have Cuddlebeard? The Frostbite not decaying added up for a lot of damage in that last fight. That's not something that I was really talking about, but, like, it absolutely was relevant there. Yeah. So overall, happy with the run. Very glad we took the risk on the 400 gold challenge, though. I'm not entirely sure how things make out without us doing that. But I think if I was a little more cowardly or, you know, overly cautious on the 7th circle, that I don't necessarily make it through this fight. Also critical to the run's success, I think, is duplicating the Ancient Synergy, as well as taking the Crushing Demise, so that I'm better at, like, killing those large units. We actually didn't take that much fire damage in the last fight. So, overall, very happy. Did we take any fire damage, actually? Might not have. Anyway, if you watched it up to this point, I would appreciate a like so that more people can find my Monster Train content. Have a great rest of the day, folks. Long live Tethys.